With due respect to the dignitaries on the days and off the days, I start my talk on the given topic, integration through literature. Before that, I must greet my beloved honorable audience. Tamilnadum sete aski gamunum ri auriya aure bhai bainan aski tanga vilta namaskar. தமிழ்நாட்டிலிருந்து சௌராஷ்டிரா தமிழ் சங்கமத்தில் கலந்து கொள்ள வந்திருக்கின்ற அனைத்து இனிய தமிழ் மக்களுக்கும் மாலை வணக்கங்கள். તમે કેમ છો? Thank you. My topic is integration through literature. How do I begin the topic? Of course, I'll be mixing English, Tamil and English and Tamil especially, yeah. But we will have Saurashtra language also when I quote the important lines from the great poets. When the great Tamil poet Mahakavi Bharatiyar ecstatically sang the lines, காக்கை குருவி எங்கள் ஜாதி நீள் கடலும் மலையும் எங்கள் கூட்டம் நோக்கும் திசையெல்லாம் நாமன்றி வேறில்லை நோக்க நோக்க களியாட்டம். What he meant was, what he wanted to emphasize through these lines was the immanent invisible reality that underlies the visible manifold realities. There are, see, காக்கை குருவி, the crows and the sparrows, they are all different creatures, different beings. The wide sea and the wide-ranging mountains, they are all different. In spite of all these differences, there is something that underlies, and once we penetrate through these external realities, visible realities, and get at the core, the soul of these beings, what we gain is ecstasy. பரவசம், ஒரு பரவச நிலை, ஆன்மீகத்தின் மூலம் கிடைக்கின்ற ஒரு பரவச நிலை. So it is frenzied joy, I should say. Frenzied joy one experiences when the immanent single being in the apparent multiple reality is envisioned by the poets. Why am I mentioning this? Our topic, as you all know, is Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat. Our languages are many. Our cultures are many. Our dressing patterns are many. But what connects us is one thing. What is the oneness that connects us? Indianness. That is what makes us Ek Bharatam. So that is how I begin. Now the question is it possible to bring about emotional and cultural unity in the various states of India through the study of diverse Indian literatures? Is it possible to bring about unity among these diverse Indian literatures? Yes, it is possible. Let's see how the Indian literatures how the Indian literatures in different languages can integrate Indian minds. Many saint poets in the Vaishnavite tradition have expressed their passionate love for their revered god Hari, Vishnu, Parandhaman. India has several great poets in the Vaishnavite tradition. Sudi Kodutha Sudarkudi, Andal Nachiyar of the 7th century, Bhaktakavi Narsingh Mehta of the 15th century, Mirabai of the 16th century, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu of the 15th century, Vedanta Tesikar in Tamil Nadu, Shri Ramakrishna, Bengali, the saint poet and Sadguru of Saurashtra community, Shri Natana Gopala Nayak Swamigal, 19th and 20th century, and so on. All these have expressed their devotion to God Hari ecstatically, and there are many similarities we can see. Many similarities we can find among these three poets, Narsingh Mehta, Andal, and Sri Andal and Natana Gopala Nayaki Swamigal. I will just quote a few lines from each poet because we don't have time for too many quotations. So, whatever Bharadiyar said, 30 கோடி முகமுடையாள் எனில் சிந்தனை ஒன்றுடையாள். That's what we are going to see. So, these great poets have written their kirtans in different languages, Bengali, Gujarati, Saurashtri, Tamil, but they have thought in the same thought pattern. The thought patterns are similar. That's what I am trying to point out. The first similarity we find among the Sant poets they are called, in the Vaishnavic tradition, is the ineffable bliss or ecstasy they experience through their conquest of fear. Conquest of fear is one of the major themes of almost all the kirtans written by these poets. Here are a few lines from Kavi Narsingh Mehta. The lines are taken from the poem, Listen, my friend. Listen, my friend. Once you see him, friend, the world of differences will cease. The troubles forever solved, and you will be fearless forever. It is divine to meet Narsaya's Lord, for my heart is brimming with rapture. My heart is brimming with rapture. The Nokka Nokka Kaliyatam, you know what Bharadiyar said, almost similar. My heart is brimming with rapture. Listen, dear friend, in my rapt ecstasy, I saw the matchless one. Hari. Now, in the Saurashtra community in Tamil Nadu, the Saurashtra Alvar, we call him Madurai Jodi, Shri Natana Gopal Naik Swamigal, also sings his experience of losing all fear when he has found his Lord Sri Hari. There are some beautiful lines from the Kirtan. Hani dhil javan avai yemo auna. I will first of all give the English meaning so that you can understand, then I will sing the lines. What's the way? I'm sorry. What is the way to avoid the death blow of Yama, the god of death, by avoiding death? Thank you. Thank you. What is the way to avoid the death blow of Yama, the god of death, by avoiding rebirth? Hanidhil javana vayemo auna, Hanidhil javana vayemo auna, Rastago what yes me janidhil race, Rastago what yes me janidhil race. I have learned the way how to avoid death, face death, and I hold fast to that belief, my sight of Sri Hari. Lo nijani chori khaye devi, the ecstasy he feels over seeing God, Lord Hari. Lo nijani chori khaye devi ela, lo potum tholriyasteno ela, lo nijani chori khaye devi ela, means look there, he is the God who sends to stole and ate the butter. Loni jani chori khaye devyela. Loni is butter. Lok potum tholdiyaseno ela. He is the God who holds the entire world in his stomach. That is one example. Another example of the expression of spiritual bliss is, of course, Sriman Natana Gopal Naik Swamigal is very fond of using vocabulary from meals, different kinds of meals, especially how to express the sweetness he experiences while seeing God. Dal toob sero bhat jame sogan se. Dal toob sero bhat jame sogan se. Paap ja ye aiko. Listen to me, you will be rid of your sins. Paap ja ye aiko. Pasam sogan se. It's like payasam, the sweet payasam. Kelo naral sekkar kusri khaya sogan se. Kelo, naral, sekkar, kusri, khayesavansi. It's like mixing shakkar, coconut strips and banana. Banana, coconut and shakkar. All of them mixed together. How sweet it will be. Of course, we can't suggest this to diabetes patients, right? Okay. But it is spiritual experience. Shakkar doodh nivli sogu khalye soganse. Chokkat mithai, jukku khayesavanse. Chokkot mithai, jukku, very, in lumps of sugar candies. So that is the kind of ecstasy they feel while seeing God. And they have tried to express them in their own way. The second striking similarity between the thought patterns of the two Sant poets, Narsingh Mehta and Natana Gopal Nayagi Swamigal, is the way they conquer the fear of death through their soulful devotion to Lord Hari. I repeat, the way they conquer the fear of death through their soulful devotion to Hari. Here is Bhakta Kavi Narsingh's caution about the need to be constantly aware of death, who may come any time to snap one's life. I am quoting a few lines from Narsingh Mehta, some relevant lines really. Passing for the wise, this is quoted from the poem, Passing for the wise. They overflow with vices and yet they preach. They overflow with vices and yet they preach. When death comes to castigate you, when death, Yama, comes to castigate you, who will come to your rescue? Who will save you from death? Passing for the wise, that is pretending to be wise. Passing for the wise and faking wisdom. Faking wisdom. The fools have arrived to preach. These fools who pretend to be wise have come to advise us with their so-called wisdom. Only he who renounces his family and bears the derision of the world will meet Hari. That's how Narsingh Mehta expresses his experience. And here is the similarity now. Here is the Saurashtra Alvar's similar caution about the need to be aware of death, who may come any time to take away one's life. The beautiful lines have been musically composed and sung by the Saurashtra music legend, T.M. Soundarajan, Padma Shri T.M. Soundarajan. I will quote the relevant lines first and then give you the musical rendition. The Kirtan is titled Konvelum Kotpudi, Ye Sarir. Are the days not enough for you, born in forms of white and black, and doing all these good and bad? And he sings it like this. Kadagora rup hoyi uje din punaha, kere karumun punaha. Kadagora rup hoyi uje din punaha, kere karumun punaha. Pullo kere karumun punaha. Gelaravasteya kaigeran hoy tumral. Gelaravasteya kaigeran hoy tumral. Silahari horthovo mukti deye setlo. Silahari horthovo mukti deye setlo. Konvelum kotpodi jedai ke ye serir. Jiyas konjelum avaiki. So he feels it so well. Okay. So this is the way to avoid death. How to face death. And the last point, because the note has come to me, the third similarity, I will wind up with this. The third similarity or oneness we feel in the points of the Vaishnava tradition is that the poets very often express their profound devotion to their venerated God in terms of physical intimacy. In terms of physical intimacy. This is how Narsingh Mehta expresses his passion for God Hari, donning the clothes of a woman, from the woman's point of view. I took the hand of that lover of the gopis is Hari, in loving converse. I forgot all else. Even my manhood left to me. I began to sing and dance like a woman. My body seemed to change and I became one of the gopis. At such moments, I experienced incomparable sweetness and joy. Yeah. So, I have tried to, in my brief short talk, I have tried to point out the oneness or singularity that connects the apparent multiple expressions of the different Indian poets, especially Sant poets in different states. The three small similarities are, number one, how to conquer fear. Once you conquer fear, you can experience the ecstasy of seeing God, number one. Number two, how to conquer death. That is the point number two. Point number three, how the same Sant poets, in spite of their spirituality, their deep, profound spirituality, they wanted to express that spirituality in terms of physical intimacy. Andal has expressed like that. Narsingh Mehta has expressed like that. Naik Swami hasn't touched that point actually. Even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is said to have to express his passion, devotion to Shri Hari in terms of physical intimacy. So these are the 3 points I wanted to point out. So to summarize, to wind up now, we speak different, as I began, we speak different languages, our cultures are many, but what connects us is Indianness. Similarly, there are multiple languages in which literatures are written, Indian literatures are written, especially those in the Vaishnava tradition, but what connects them is spirituality and the singularity, devotion, the love for God, that connects. And that can connect us culturally, linguistically, and musically too. That's what I have tried to present in my short talk. Thanks for listening, and thanks for the opportunity to the organizers. Thank you so much. Bye.